Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a get ready with me and Siri is trying to talk. Apparently hey beauties is hey Siri and it's not. It's really not. But today I'm doing a get ready with me. I've got a lot of new products here that you guys have not seen me use, so I am putting them to the test. Some of these I have used before, like myself, because I like to try things before I review them a lot of the times. But anyway, I'm just gonna quit rambling and we're gonna jump into this. This is full face and let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna start out with a new foundation from YSL. This is their Cushion Foundation. This is the Touche Eclat Le Cushion, and I got a slightly warmer shade than I knew that I needed right now, just because we were moving into summer and I get dark really quickly. So the shade I got is B30. This does not come in like BR, BD up until like later in the shades, which there's only like 8 or 10, so there's not many to begin with, but this is basically like a lighter version of the Touche Eclat. I love the Radiance Awakening. It has like this little sponge thing in here and you can flip it around and it's got 2 different sides so you can get different finishes. I'm not gonna use that because I don't like those. I'm gonna use this sponge. This is what the inside of it looks like. It has like a slightly stiffer fabric in here and it has YSL on it. I've already used this, so yeah, it's dirty. I've already got my favorite combo on my pores, MAC Skin Refine Zone and Milk Makeup Blur Stick. That's the only primers I have on. I'm just gonna start popping this on. And it has that same smell of like the Touche Eclat Radiance Awakening. Oh, it smells so good. But this is a lighter coverage and a little bit more dewy, more natural finish. Like I said, I have already worn this. I like to try some foundations a few times beforehand so that I can give you a little bit more of a review versus a first impression. I kind of hate doing first impressions on some products because your mind changes. So I do know the longevity and everything, so I'll talk about that in a minute. So this is what one layer of the foundation looks like. I think it's really pretty, very skin-like. It's a dewy finish, but I will have to set this with a powder. But I'm gonna do some other cream products first. To match the Luminous lightweight finish of the foundation, I'm going to go in with their iconic Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. And I'm in the number 2.5. I've only used this once before. I do like it if you're looking for something just really lightweight. It is not technically a concealer. It is basically like a highlighter. But as long as you don't have any major concerns under your eyes, you can totally use it. You guys, I seriously love this sponge. I'm gonna buy it again. And I don't typically buy or repurchase like the drugstore brand sponges. Like even if I like them okay, I'm so repurchasing this one. I like it a lot. Okay, now I've absolutely never used this one before. This is the Touche Eclat White. So I'm gonna try and maybe like brighten up some areas before I powder. This is so crazy. I'm gonna go down the bridge, maybe right on the inner corner, right here, because why not? I'm gonna blend this in, see how it works. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's actually giving me a little bit of brightness. It's really pretty, but I do suggest going ahead and blending it out instead of like waiting for it because it started to kind of set before I was done putting everything on. I do not think I've used this in a video before, so I figured I would go ahead today. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick, and I'm using my Tom Ford cheek brush. I think it's the number 2. And I just kind of get it on my brush. And start working it into the skin. Kind of put it where I want it and then start blending it out. New cream blush from Tom Ford. This is Paradiso. I'm gonna take that using my It Cosmetics, whatever, dual ended. I'm just barely gonna tap in there and I'm gonna work this onto my cheeks. Now I'm gonna set everything using all my normal powders. Now I have two different bronzers I could possibly use. This one's new from Hourglass. You guys know how I felt about Radiant Bronze Light. And they came out with like two new shades. And I got the shade Nude Bronze Light. This is what that one looks like. All I've done is swatch it. I've never used it yet, so let's see. It's cool, a little bit more of a cool tone. And then I've got this one from Chanel. This is the Healthy Glow Luminous color, and I got the shade Medium Deep. And I'm going to show you guys like a little swatch. There's Terra from Tom Ford, the regular formula, and then there's Medium Deep and then Deep. So Deep definitely is gonna work on other people, but darker tones, but not me. It's gonna be a little too dark. I think I wanna use this one because I haven't used this. Well, I haven't used the other one either, but I know that formula. I haven't used this one on myself, so I'm gonna use one with this guy. Tom Ford bronzer brush, and oh my god, oh, Chanel smells so good. So that just added quite a bit of color on me, and these are buildable. Like I could get this crazy bronzy. I need to calm down with it though, right now. That smell is seriously so good though. Oh, this is just my Sisley powder and my La Mer brush. I always buff at the end to make sure everything is seamless, because we can all get some of those harsh lines that are not cute. So obviously now we need to highlight our cheeks. I got sent this from Milk. They contacted me, and because I love their Milk Blur Stick so much, I decided I had to try this. This is the Mars Holographic Stick. They have another one. I have not tried that one, but this is like its sister. So it's like a peachy toned one. And if you have not used these before, I have another one. It's like floating around here somewhere, probably in my purse. But it's a highlight. I don't like to put this directly on the skin because I feel like it moves your foundation unless you're not wearing a lot or you don't set it with powder. I'm gonna take a beauty blender for it. I'm gonna try this guy. This is from Pure. This came in my BoxyCharm, so I figured I would try it. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna rub it all on the top of the highlight. This does not come out online until May 2nd and in stores on the 12th, but I have an early access link and it's down below. So if you wanna check it out, it's like a 48-hour special launch that they're doing, and it's not gonna be available again until March. I keep saying March. It's May 2nd. But look how pretty this is. Oh, I love it. I love a cream highlight that's actually good. I feel like if it stays in place and it doesn't add texture, it's amazing, and that's exactly what this does. I have no issues with it moving around. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna stick it on my nose because I like to look like Rudolph. I'm gonna put it on my hand so you guys can see it too. Like, look at that. Do you see the reflex of pink in it? It's so good. It's so pretty. I'm gonna add in my freckle again. I wonder if you guys, can you see that? I don't know if you can on camera, but I add it right back. Ooh, I went a little ham that time. That's okay. We're gonna move on to the eyes, and I don't have a new palette. I was running around Nordstrom like, is there a new one? And then I went to Sephora. There's nothing that like really stood out to me. I did go ahead and order the Visor palettes, so I'm gonna do a video with those. But I'm gonna use this guy because why not? This is the MAC In The Flesh palette. And let's do this. MAC 217 and Elemental. I'm just gonna go into the crease with this. It's a very light shade, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of color pigmentation, but it's just like a really light gray. I'm wearing kind of more cool tones today, so I'm gonna go for the cool tones in this look. I kind of want to be minimalistic too, because I'm going to the movies. Same shade, lower lash line. Another thing I forgot to say, NARS contour brush, because this is my boo thing. Tom Ford number 11 and Neutral. And I'm just gonna buff this all over the lid. I'm using fluffy brushes so that I get more of a wash of color instead of like straight up pigmentation. I just wanna have a soft eye today. I just don't want anything major. I'm taking this on the flat end of the brush and just working it all over the lid. Kind of softly going to the crease, but not really. Back in with the 217, and I'm taking Sandstone. I'm going on the outer corner and then halfway into the crease. So like right here, an outer corner, just kind of creating a little bit of soft dimension. I don't want a lot. I wore this highlighter to work the other day, like before I even showed it on my Instagram. And I had a few people ask me, oh, what highlighter are you wearing? I'm like, I just told them I can't tell you. And they looked at me like sideways. I'm like, I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Same shade, lower lash line again, and the NARS contour. Marc Jacobs highliner, and I'm just doing the inner rim. I'm not doing anywhere else. And this is blacker. Then I got a sample of this mascara. This is the Shock from YSL. I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I load my lashes up, you guys. Like, that's why I don't do it on camera a lot, because I will spend 10 minutes just like making my lashes perfect, and I'm a weirdo about it, but I thoroughly enjoy mascara. So I'm gonna put this on and we'll go back to the lips. That is such a nice mascara. I really like it. And then I went ahead and I lined my lips with Chanel Natural number 34. And this just hit Nordstrom, so I had to pick it up. This is Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk lipstick. I like this color so much. I was so shocked when it came in because I don't know what I was expecting, but like the swatches and everything, they just were not what I was thinking at all. So this is darker than what I was expecting. Anyway, I'm just gonna pop this on. So I was going to say that I think I need the Pillowtalk lip cheat, but this liner goes with it really, really well. That Chanel number 34 is like my favorite liner I've ever had. I love it. So I wanted to also fill you guys in on the foundation. Like I said, I have worn this before. I've worn it to work. I've worn it around, and I know how I feel about it. This is a very pretty foundation. I really like the finish of it, but it is not the longest lasting. It lasts just fine. I don't have it separating on me or anything like that, but I do get pretty shiny through the T-zone right around between 6 and 8 hours, depending on how hot and humid it is. If it's raining, it's going to be the 6-hour mark. However, it touches up really nicely. I think it's beautiful on the skin. It's not going to be my go-to for the summer as far as like riding my motorcycle or anything, but if I want my skin to look refreshed and natural and pretty, this foundation is definitely it. So I really do like it. Just wanted to tell you guys the longevity of it as well, because I know we're moving into the summer and that is very important. If you have normal to dry skin, I actually think this will probably last on you a little bit longer, but I am combo and I get a little bit more oily during the summer. As far as everything else goes, yes, I like everything I use this time. There are some videos I literally have deleted because I just didn't like the way things performed, and I felt like it was negative and this and that. You guys know I always tell you the truth, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm not even posting that because I didn't like anything. So this was cool. I liked everything that I tried. Ooh, that Chanel bronzer though smells so good, and it leaves a really pretty finish to the skin. And the highlight, come on now. And this lip color, yes. So I am feeling it. I am about to go out with my husband, Puffin, to go watch a movie. I think we're going to see the Fast and the Furious, like whichever one is out now. I don't even know the numbers. There's so many of them. But I'm about to walk out the door, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.